Hey there, my name is Dave Duford at Buy Life Insurance for Burial, where I answer your questions about life insurance. So today's question is answering the concern, I guess you could say, of whether or not a policy for life insurance should be taken out on a homemaker or housewife or somebody that stays home and takes care of the kids. I think this is a really good question because many of the concerns that life insurance agents have is ensuring the breadwinner, ensuring the person that's earning an income, because it's easy to show the loss of that income and how it can have an effect on the family. Whereas with a housewife or a homemaker, there isn't necessarily an income derived from that work. But as, of course, you homemakers out there know, the value you provide doesn't have to provide an income to have an economic value. So here's what I mean. I was in a circumstance a couple years ago when I picked up some life insurance on myself and recognized that my wife needed coverage. She stays at home. She raises our 4 children. And without her, I couldn't do what I do in my business. And when you start to think about it, everything that she does, while it doesn't earn income per se, provides an economic value that if she were to die, would have to be replaced. For example, childcare. You know how expensive childcare is? It's crazy. To have that 5 days a week while I work would be absolutely insane price for 4 kids. Okay, so there's an immediate need of replacing that value. Also, domestic related expenses, taking care of the house, cooking, cleaning, transporting children everywhere, negotiations, everything that a good person would do that stays home has to deal with now is gone if they pass away. How are you going to manage all that? And plus, you could say, well, I'm going to do this myself. I don't need money to do this. Sure, you can say that, but what will happen is you experience what's called opportunity cost, meaning if you go into doing everything that your wife had did, now you're in a position where you can't do what you're doing at work. So maybe you lose out on opportunities for advancement, opportunities for promotion, and that has an effect on your future income. So it's weird. It's kind of like there's absolutely value. There's no income, but you got to really kind of think a little creative here to see the reason why it's important to cover not just the income earner of the home, but also a housewife or a homemaker, because they are critical players in the business of a family. And with their loss comes a definite economic need. So long story short, in my personal example, I, of course, insured my wife because she's very valuable. And without her, I would have to figure out some way to make the time requirements met because my time is very valuable. And economically speaking, if I don't invest it the way I do, it'll have long-term impacts on my business goals. So I hope that helps you out and gives you some perspective to think. If you're considering life insurance on your homemaker, here's what I would, homemaker or wife or whatever it is, here's what I would recommend that you do. If you go down here to the bottom, click on this link, it takes you to my website. And from there, you'll see a little bit more detailed video, not video, but article about life insurance on homemakers and why it's a good buy. And if you like what you see, you can request a quote. It's very easy to do that. You can click on the box to the side, request a quote that way. Or you can call my number at 888-626-0439. Speak to one of us professional agents to help guide you, to show you what your options are, and give you about 10 minutes, and we have a price for you. I hope this video was helpful and gave you some ideas and some reasons why it's important for coverage to be placed on homemakers. Take care. My name is Dave Duford. See you.